Here is my review for Parkour the Anime. Wait. That's not. It's not right, is it? What the hell was that show called? Huh. That's my fault. That's my fault. Here's my review for The Prince of Stride. Here we go.
Who's the one and only master?
I am.
It is, but I have an internal quota that I need filled every so often of a sports anime in my life. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm always compelled that when I do finish a sports anime, I go out and find another one to watch just to fill that slot in my life. And you know I said slot. Get your mind out of the gutter. You know what I said. And I've watched some pretty amazing sports anime in my day. Shows like Major, Buzzer Beater, One Outs, Akagi, Cross Game, Eyeshield 21, hated Slam Dunk, loved Hajime no Ippo, Yaopera, Ace of Diamonds, Inazuma 11. Does Zoids count as a sports anime? And Initial D. I don't know if that counts as a sports anime, but I feel like racing's a sport. Yeah, mostly. So Initial D was probably one of the first animes that I got into, other than Hajime no Ippo. So I'm fairly rooted in sports anime. Yes, okay. I had to get my reading glasses out to read this list. Leave me alone. You know what? I'm just gonna go. Bye. Really sorry about that. I'm back now. But I recently stumbled across a show called The Prince of Stride, which is a pretty awesome show. It may seem shocking at first, but this movie stars high schoolers. Oh snap! That's crazy, right? You didn't expect that. My work is done here. The school of Honan Academy was known for their stride club. They were known far and wide for having one of the best stride clubs in the nation. That is until an unfortunate accident causes the team to all but break up. Their beloved stride club has fallen so low that they actually have to partner with another club, the Shogi Club, just to stay in business. Because at Honan High School, if you don't have 3 members in a club, you get disbanded. So anyone lucky enough to join the stride club is automatically enrolled in the Shogi Club, and anyone who wants to join the Shogi Club is automatically enrolled in the stride club. Awesome. The Honan Stride Club is basically on its last leg until a few incoming freshmen decide that they want to revive the club. They build a team, they start training, and they're actually pretty good. They have a solid team behind them. But of course, the usual trope of sports anime prevails, and they have to fight enemies that are that much stronger than they are, and they have to overcome every obstacle in their path to victory. So I'm not gonna lie, so far I've enjoyed this show, but have I loved it? Nope. The positives are that this show has a solid foundation for animation. It's that rhymed. Hey, that's cool. Their animation is really good in this show, especially during the scenes where they're actually doing the sport that they're supposed to be doing, which, by the way, Stride is a sort of parkour meets relay running in a way. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool because there's a lot of mechanics in there that aren't in relay running that are in this show, which is pretty cool. Like, they have a relationer who essentially, they all wear these Bluetooth headsets on, and she basically tells one runner when to start running to meet with the other runner that they need to tag in, essentially, to begin their half of the race. And there's only a certain amount of time in which they can actually make that connection. So if one of the runners overrun that zone that they're supposed to make contact in, they're disqualified. Which I'm glad the show has that element because it adds a layer of stress that otherwise really wouldn't be there. The characters are all really well rounded. I don't think any of them falls into a particular archetype, maybe 1 or 2, but there's about 6 different characters in this show, and they all fill a nice gap with each other. So you can kind of find what character that you like and kind of attach yourself to them, and they give everyone enough screen time where you get to actually relate to that character. So no one really feels left out in this show, and the characters, to me, I actually like them all. They all have their place. They all do extremely well, and there's actually a few characters in here that I thought I probably wouldn't like, but are actually starting to grow on me as I continue the series. If this show has any flaws, one of them is the fact that one of the main characters, who's an incoming freshman, is supposed to have a lot of latent potential, and he's supposed to be extremely fast, and he is, but every race that he's in, he's usually the one that's kind of slowing everyone down in the race because he goes for it right away. He goes full out, and then he runs out of steam right before his leg of the race ends, and that causes a lot of issues for the team, and so far no one's really addressed it. I think I've gotten to an episode where one person's kind of brought up at least his running posture needs to be a little better, but no one's really brought up the fact like, hey, you need to learn to pace yourself, you need to learn kind of the core elements of the game because right now you're slowing us down. Most of the time they're just congratulating him saying, oh, you did great, you did awesome. Yay, you did great, you did awesome, yay. My point is, I would like to see some actual character progression. Most of the characters in the show have kind of stayed in a stagnant state since the beginning of the series, so you really don't see any sort of growth or progression, which is what I like to see out of a lot of my shows. Which is weird, because most sports anime have that. They have that growth, that progression, that training that gets everyone to the next level. So far, I'm only about 7 episodes in, but they really haven't gone to that next level yet, so it's pretty interesting that they're not choosing to go that way. So as a first impression, I do think this show has some potential. The animation is really good. The characters are a lot of fun. I just want to see some character growth and some character progression because that's really the biggest flaw in the show for me is it doesn't really seem to be going anywhere other than the events that they're going to race. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of real character progression that's going on. But those are my thoughts. What were yours? Let me know down in the comments below. Have you seen the show? What do you think? And as usual, remember to like this video and feel free to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to get more of our amazing content, go to madmadsreviews.com to get awesome stuff on there. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Now, if you will excuse me, my plane leaves shortly.
You are going on a quest for knowledge?
No, I'm going to visit my mother in Miami.